What the crap is this?
Oh, the thoughts going through John's mind right now.
Oh, is this a Halloween
You're
costume?
trying to turn me into John, the old John, and make
yeah,
me say some things that I shouldn't. But I will not stoop down to your
Look how perfect it
to
sits
your
in there,
little
too.
child level.
hey, same color as the Cowboys and everything. Beautiful.
Look at the bottom of it. It's like it's made to do that. It's like somebody took a fat head and put it on a dang dumpster.
Garbage time Dak, baby.
Is that, hey, Mosby, is that, welcome back to Experts of Very Little. My name is The Show. I am here with Stony and Mose Nose. Stony, how was your week?
It was all right. Busy at work, doing nothing.
Oh, well, we
Exclude
know
Sunday,
that.
exclude Sunday, and it was well Saturday and Sunday really.
We know you do
It was
nothing at
good.
work. That's, I mean,
Oh, I
that's
wish.
that's well known, right, Mose?
Listen, if I could do nothing at work, that would be just a great day.
I've walked into his office plenty of times and he's doing nothing, guys. Absolutely. That he's working, but he's doing nothing.
Always working.
John, he's always working until it's time to get on the battlefield or freaking war zone.
Oh heck, that's just from today. The first time I played a game in like 2 months.
Oh heck! How
Ah,
many hours did he rack up that first moment there, Mose, when Warzone first came out?
First came out, he had like 38 days in the first month. That's how many hours, yeah. But just racked him. There's some days he wasn't even sleeping.
a couple hours.
John, listen. How Blue Jays with a big win today to just won Game 4. Just won Game 4. We lose Mose. Where'd he go?
Yeah, I think he said Blue Jays. I'm dipping out.
Big win, John. I thought it would be trouble for the Blue Jays because after you lose an 18 inning game like they did yesterday, historical 18 inning game, it's always difficult. That's such a psychological thing to overcome.
Well, and then you look at how many pitchers they had to use. I mean, both teams really, but I would think if anybody could withstand something like that, it'd be the Dodgers. They've got so many arms, but
Well,
Dude,
I think
it's impressive.
the Dodgers pitched Ohtani a little bit longer than they probably wanted to today, but they had the 2-1 league, so they were able to do it. Where Blue Jays didn't have that option. This is a must win. Could they pitch Bieber longer? Yes, but would he have been as productive? Maybe not. Where the Dodgers are up 2-1, Ohtani's a stud.
And if you're going to pitch anybody a little bit longer, I mean, it's going to be a guy like Ohtani.
Vlad Guerrero is going bonkers.
Unbelievable. And I thought the whole Springer, losing Springer might be a big deal too, but
their lineup's good. They're getting timely hits from guys that need it to be, with Springer being out, Bo Bichette not being 100%. I mean, but they're just a solid ball club. There's a reason why they have the most wins in the American League for a reason.
So tomorrow's projected starters are Snell and Yesavage. Is that how you say it? Which I found this interesting. I saw this. In 2025, Trey Yesavage will have pitched in Single A, High A, Double A, Triple A, the ALDS, the ALCS, and the World Series for a 22-year-old. How crazy is that?
It's unbelievable.
Blue Jays have been kind of patching it pitching stuff because you had Bieber pitch tonight. It's only his 7th start of the year from Tommy John or whatever. I mean, and then Yesavage here, he's only made like 11 starts this year. I mean, but
this feat right here, you've not. I don't think anybody else has done it. I mean, that's
the closest
thing. The closest
thing I could think to anything close to this was when the Royals made it and then that Brandon Finnegan was played in the College World Series with TCU, was drafted, played in the minors a little bit, and then went to the majors and played in the World Series. that year. But he played at every level of ball there is this year.
Yeah. At 22 years old at that. I mean, that's pretty impressive. That's a big stage for a young man, and he's done well.
I'm obviously rooting for the Blue Jays. But it's gonna be tough when you got Blake Snell on the mound. He's so boom or bust. He's either
Mm-hmm.
NL Cy Young or you can't even put him in your lineup in fantasy because he walks 5 or 6 guys. But
we
man,
got to talk about Ohtani though. I mean, some of his performances he's been doing in the baseball.
has he been good?
Oh well, I mean, last night's performance alone was unbelievable.
Dude,
Well,
the numbers on that.
That's not even his best performance, I don't think.
No, I'm just. I mean, that was Barry Bonds-esque right there.
That
okay.
was.
Hey, listen.
Part of him.
I'm not going to let him I'm not going to let him beat me. That's just the way they were doing it.
And why would you? I mean, he already hit 2 bombs at that moment.
Yeah. Why would you pitch to him?
Was it game 5 of the championship series or game 4 of the championship series where he hit 3 home runs, struck out 10 batters? Like, I mean, that the guy is unbelievable.
So I would almost simply because he pitched that game. That was an incredible game. But last night's stat line: 4 for 4, 3 runs, 3 RBIs, 2 bombs, and 5 walks. He
With
didn't
4
get
intentional.
out.
4 intentional walks.
That's unbelievable.
We asked ourselves this question on one of our episodes: is he the best player ever? I think this postseason he's proven that he might be the best player to ever play the game.
Now let's break it down like this, okay? Because because you gotta. The reason he is because he plays both ways. He pitches and hits. But is he a better hitter than Barry Bonds?
That's a tough one.
That is a tough one because to me, I think Barry was the best hitter of all time. I mean, but
I'm still taking Barry.
I'm probably
yeah. I mean,
still taking Barry.
Now, if we're talking all around ball player, I'm probably going to go with Ohtani just because he can
because he pitches
bases and he does pitch, and
that's
I mean he offers a lot. But yeah, as a hitter, I'm still taking Barry.
See, a lot of people are just kind of are narrowing it down to Shohei Ohtani, the hitter, and he's great. But then you compare him to a Barry Bonds, guys. He's got a long ways to pass Barry Bonds as a hitter.
Yeah,
Barry Bonds, crazy. But to Mosby's, what he was talking about. Here is the game, the NLCS Game 4. He went 3 for 3 with 3 bombs, 3 RBIs, 1 walk. That was hitting, but he also pitched 6 innings, 2 hits, 0 runs, 3 walks, and 10 strikeouts for arguably one of the best, if not the best, playoff game ever played by a player.
I think it's the best performance ever played by a player.
It's hard to beat.
That's insane, right
there. Because like you said about last night's game, he didn't get out. He didn't get out in this game either.
No.
3 bombs, and then he was on the mound, 10 strikeouts. Like John Smoltz put it best tonight, what he's doing is amazing because Ohtani's not getting the day before to scout the other team. Like some of these starters will see, hey, who they're going to start against, and they'll start watching film or stuff a couple of days before. Ohtani's in the lineup studying the other pitcher so he can go hit. Like he's in between these innings, sometimes he might have 5 pitches to warm up because he's got to go from the field to the dugout and right back and forth. I mean, it's just unbelievable. I
mean that stat line is like me playing MVP baseball against Matt. It was just embarrassing, really. Actually, that was worse than what I did to Matt.
Oh,
9 innings, 27 strikouts.
Yeah, stuck him out every time. Couldn't hit it. That was some fun times back then.
Which, by the way, MVP baseball is the greatest baseball game ever made. And you can kick rocks if you disagree. I did find the way the internet works and technology keeps growing. I found a website where I can go play any Nintendo, Super Nintendo game I think ever made. And I went back just 2 nights ago and just went full kid mode and went and played all my favorites. You guys remember Off-Road, regular Nintendo Off-Road? I remember playing this game, dude, and I found it on here and just played it like a nerd, man. I was in here except it's on keyboard this time, which is weird, but I was sitting there playing that game. But I found Baseball All-Stars. Do you remember this game
Oh
on
my
regular
goodness.
Nintendo?
Yeah.
It was the first game, and probably why I love franchise mode so much, and dynasty mode. Because it was really the first game that you would win games, and then you would earn money, and you could go fire and hire a whole roster. It was so ahead of its time. I mean,
that's crazy.
So ahead of its time. And I remember playing that so much, but I found it and went and played this game, and I felt like I was a 5-year-old again. It was wild.
First sports games I remember playing is old school PGA golf back way along, and then on the Sega Genesis there was one of the first original NCAA footballs, and if you got Notre Dame and ran off tackle, it was unstoppable. The play was getting 30 yards of carry every time. And then I don't know if you guys remember, there's an old football game where you're like on an alien planet or whatever, and and when you tackle them, their skeletons would crumble and stuff like that. It was
Good Lord.
Old football game.
What about Deion Sanders prime time?
Prime time, baby.
I loved that football game. Oh, I loved that football game.
That's man, that's some old days then, man. That was some good times.
John was I mean, he probably had 3 or 4 chicks back then. 8-year-old John walking around me and Mosby were in nerds watching Sports Center over and over, and John's out there just living his life.
Well, I was wanting to be a cowboy then. I thought I was going to be a bull rider, baby. Wearing my pearl snap shirts, my Wrangler pants, and my Justin boots.
Me and Mosby just had emotional relationships with Stuart Scott and all the ESPN personalities, and John's out there actually just doing life, man.
So stupid.
Rip Stuart Scott, by the way. Although my favorite duo back then on ESPN was Dan Miller and oh my God, was it Rich Eisen that he would be with all the time? Not Dan Miller. I'm not talking about Dan Miller. I'm talking about not Dan Miller.
Dan Patrick.
Dan Patrick. Was it Rich Eisen he was with, or was
he was with Rich Eisen a lot, and then Rich Eisen and Stuart Scott were with each other a lot too. Dan Patrick and Rich Eisen were two of the original, and Rich Eisen's kind of came back to Sports Center every now and then since ESPN's bought the NFL Network, and it's been kind of nice to catch that every now and then.
Man, I used to love it when those two were on. Yeah, that was fun. Well, I am excited to play a nice, fun game with you guys. Are you ready?
Yeah, let's go.
All right. Well, let's just see here. We'll start off with this. We're going to start off with this. The worst Halloween candy, since we are in the Halloween mood, we didn't wear costumes because, well, John did. He's he's a legend, so he just wore himself. But and me and Mosby actually, we dressed up too as Scrubs. Yep. What do you think about this list?
It's
worst Halloween candy.
Horse crap.
That is some bad candy.
I'll be the first to say 2 of my favorite candies are right there.
I mean, like it's fixed to say, Smarties, Tootsie Rolls, Circus Peanuts, and candy corn. I all love.
Please tell me what your 2 favorites are, John.
Candy corn and Tootsie Rolls.
Explains so much. You liking candy corn explains so much about you. I can't even. That is the most disgusting. What is the comedian that says that candy corn, they just collect it all and go put it away, and then they bring it back out because they can't ever sell it all?
That's so fine terrible. With me. Send it all over here. I will eat the crap out of it all year long. Yeah, I love it.
It's so gross.
I like it. I like Circus Peanuts. I like Tootsie Rolls. I like Smarties. Now,
you like candy corn, Mosby?
Yeah. I'm telling you, you make some popcorn and put candy corn in it. Oh, dude, it's good.
Black licorice probably takes the cake for me, though. Black licorice is worse
disgusting.
Than candy corn.
That will make me vomit.
Black licorice? No, no,
Disgusting.
sir.
I can do Smarties. They're just a bunch of sugar. It's not like I'm
I mean,
searching
they're
them out.
okay. I mean, I'm not going to knock down the door to get any.
The
But
wax
I
cola
will
balls are
break a
weird.
finger or two getting candy corn or Tootsie Rolls.
The
Yeah,
Tootsie Rolls on the sleigh.
the cola bottles, those never took off like I'd think. I mean, and then the Good and Plenties, those are always nasty too. I mean,
Yeah, I was never a fan of those. The peanut butter, I mean, and I'm a big peanut butter fan, but those are disgusting. The circus peanuts are disgusting. I never a fan of the whatever the heck, the bit of honeys or
I can
whatever.
do the circus peanuts.
oh, I love the circus peanuts too.
No way.
Yeah.
And aren't those the ones you bite into and they dissolve?
Yes,
in your
yes,
mouth?
they
Mhm.
dissolve. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, is the Bit-O honey, is that crumbly? What
No.
happened?
I'm gonna be honest with you.
No, this is like a
I've
taffy type
never
of
had it.
candy, like a hard taffy.
I've never
Okay.
had a Bit-O honey.
I mean, I have. They're not the best.
Yeah, I can do the so on this list, I will eat 3 of these. I'll do circus peanuts, Tootsie Rolls, and Smarties.
Yeah, I'm in for candy corn, Tootsie Rolls, and Smarties.
And Mosey freaking about went 10 for 10.
I was about to say he listed at least half of them.
I'll take 4 of them. The other ones, nope.
He listed off the first 4. He's like, "Oh, I love candy corn, circus peanuts, peanut butter chips." I'm like, God, dang.
I just ate a bag of candy corn the other day.
I'm
So
telling you.
you keep stashes of this, and so the kids you like obviously get the good candy, and then you're like, "Ooh, that little punk, I'm gonna give him the black
Black
licorice."
licorice.
Now, candy that I got in the car right now that I'm driving is a bag of Nerds. I could eat cake all day.
What about the nerd clusters?
Yeah.
Oh
See,
my
I
God.
was saying smack.
I can't do the Nerds on the gummies. I just can't do it. But
Dude,
I'm not
game changer.
Oh, 100%. I had to stop buying them because at work they've got them in the vending machine back in service. So I'd go buy a bag, and within 15, 20 minutes, they're all gone. I'm like, God dang, where are these going?
But
You heard Mike Leach? Mike Leach said anything in gummy is utterly outstanding. That's why he liked European candy the best, because they gummy everything.
Oh, I believe it.
I'm just not a big gummy guy.
Wow.
I'm in. Give me some nerd clusters all day long.
Well, I want you guys to take a look at this because we're going to play a game. You ready?
Oh, man.
All right.
Ooh.
The most popular Halloween treats in America. Now, here's how they did them. This was 2021 October, and what they did is they took 1,188 U.S. males. Okay, just a minute. Let's see if I can do something here. Okay, they 1,188 U.S. adults were asked to choose between 2 treats in a series of head-to-head matchups. The win percentage shown is the percentage of times each treat won its matchup. This is how they determine this list here. And you can see the win percentages, 76.1. So that's how they determined what was the most popular Halloween treat. Okay. So now you know the how they did it. Okay. So the game we're going to play, there's 20 here. Okay. What the game we're going to play is you are going to guess a candy. Okay. And you want the lowest score possible. Okay. But each of you will get 10 guesses. So if you miss, you take a 0, or you don't get points. Okay. So basically it's a negative towards you. Okay. So in that theory, I think we need to reverse it. So, okay. So if you get number 1, you'll get 20 points. That's what we'll do.
So
Okay. We want the most points. Let's do the most points. Okay. Okay. So, since John is older and sexier than all of us, John, you will get the first guess on candy.
Okay.
So let me go up here. Let me share this screen here so you can see. Let's go over here, and we're gonna share this right here. Okay, I got it queued up. Okay. Oh, poop. All right, let's go now. Okay, we're just going to leave it like that. Can you guys see?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. John, your first guess.
Snickers.
Snickers would be right here. Okay. Let's Snickers. So that was a 6-pointer. Okay. Mosby.
Reese's Cups.
Reese's Peanut Butter Cup would be right here. All right. Mosby is leading. We're just going to put the 2 in there, and then we'll tally it about the end. John, next guess.
Let's go with goodness gracious. Let's go with Twix.
Twix would be right here. Ooh, that was loud feedback. All right. Okay, Mosby, you're up.
Skittles.
Skittles. Let's see here. You are going to take an X.
There's no way they're not.
Ooh. Okay, John, you're up.
Let's go with a Kit Kat.
Kit Kat. John with 3. All right, Mosby.
Peanut M&Ms.
Number 4. Number 4 for Mosby. Okay, John, you're up.
Three Musketeers.
Are you kidding me, John? But it's on there. John, number 13. Number 13. I would eat Skittles over Three Musketeers every single day.
Yep.
I would too.
Yep.
I'm you know, I'm just as shocked.
Hershey's bar.
Hershey's milk chocolate bar, number 9. Okay. John, you're up.
Goodness gracious. Man, this is tough. I'm gonna man, yeah.
This is guess number 5, by the way.
Let's just go Twizzlers.
Yuck.
Whoa.
If those are not on the list, if Skittles are not on the list.
Yeah, that's a big X. Okay, Mosby.
They're handed out. I was just guessing.
Regular M&Ms.
Looky there.
That is I was
king,
just about to say that. There was no way.
Number 1 spot. All right, John, you're up. That's big for Mosby because he just scored 20 there.
Yeah.
Well, I got the 1, 2, and the 4.
Go with a payday.
Payday?
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, let's go through here and look at my list.
This is crazy.
That's gonna be a big X. Uh-oh, John with the double X's. Mosby, your 6th guess.
Baby Ruth.
That's the other one I was thinking of.
Baby Ruth is number 18. He does get some points. He gets on the board there. Okay, John, this is your 7th guess.
Yeah, this is not good. There's got to be an Almond Joy on there, right?
Almond Joy number 17. Okay, he does get back on the board here. Mosby, you're up.
Starburst.
Starburst number 19 gets on the board. All right, John, what guess is this? Number 8?
Goodness gracious. Now, is this all candy or just candy bars?
The most popular Halloween treats in America.
Okay. Then let's go ahead with the Tootsie Rolls. They've got to be on there. Something. I'm drawing a blank at this point.
After that's a very bold guess after they were just on the worst candy list.
I get it. But
so a big X.
Listen. But listen, you're asking me, and we'll eat anything.
Sprees.
You got to be Googling stuff. Stop it. Ain't nobody know what that is.
All right. Well, if he is, he needs to put Google up. That's a big X. John, number 9, ninth guess here, John. Number 5 is still up there, guys.
Yeah.
One that I always used to get all the time. It wasn't on any of the lists, but the Chico sticks.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put an X there.
I'm just guessing. Hey, we're running out of stuff here.
I don't even need to look that one up. I closed my eyes. I covered up the graphic because I knew that wasn't gonna be on the front.
Hey, I like Chico sticks.
Chico sticks? Are you freaking kidding me?
Yeah.
God bless.
Mr. Goodbar.
Hey, that's like going to Cane's Chicken and
look
asking
at him
for
Googling
freaking
over
fish.
there to the side. Look at him. Look at him.
You have a hamburger?
Mr. Goodbar.
Mr. Goodbar. All right, let's look. Okay, that's a big X. Now, before you go on, John, let's do these points here. We have the reverse of 16 would be 14, right?
Yep.
That's a big one there. 17. That's 7. Okay. And then Mosby.
4.
18. 16. 11. Ooh. 20. Right?
Yeah.
That should be 19 then, right?
Yeah, that's 19.
And that should be 17. So I got to redo it. What am I doing?
Yeah, you got to redo mine too.
Now relieve yours. 3, 2. Okay, so then yours would be what?
4.
4.
8. Yeah, just add 1 to them.
18, 14, and then 15. And then we'll do equals sum. Okay. And then we'll do this. Okay. So Mosby is up 73 to 59 right now.
It's all right.
So if you get number 5, you stay in the game. But anything other than number 5,
if he gets number 5, it will just tie it, right?
Number 5, he gets 16 points.
Okay.
Okay,
Go.
John.
Pick it.
So I'm going to go with a Hershey's with almonds.
Jesus Christ.
There's a Hershey's milk chocolate. There's a plain one and an almond one.
Are we in a retirement home? My God. Jesus.
X.
Hey,
what
if
what
anybody don't eat those, you got problems.
Hershey's
with
almonds?
That's just...
Hell yeah.
I feel like old people turn that away. X. Mostly go ahead and finish it out.
Sour Patch Kids.
Sour Patch Kids, and that would be an X.
What are these other candies?
That's what I'm saying.
Here's your other candies. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just going to pull up the graphic here, and it's going to show you.
Oh, my God.
Butterfinger. Milky Way.
Mm-hmm.
You did not get Reese's Pieces. Hershey's Kisses. Dove dark chocolate.
Who the hell eats Dove over Hershey's with almonds? That's stupid.
I would.
No way.
15, Hershey's Crackle Bar. It's a red wrapper, isn't it? Nestle Crunch Bar, guys. And then Andy's Chocolate Mints. The winner, congratulations, Mr. Jacob Mosby.
That's crazy.
Congratulations.
Top and John, like everything else we do.
Man. So, out of the whole exercise, my favorite guess was guessing Tootsie Roll right after seeing it was on the worst list.
Listen, but the polls weren't taken by the same people.
No, or what's the other one he said? Chico Stick?
Hell yeah.
I'm just shocked that wasn't on the list.
I mean, me too.
Oh my god.
Well, you know what?
I love John.
I do too. You have to love John. You absolutely do. And John will love this. Oh my goodness.
Ooh.
Patrick Mahomes joins Hall of Fame Peyton Manning as the only players ever with 40,000 plus passing yards in their first 9 seasons, including the playoffs.
You know what's even better about this? Is Mahomes only played 1 game in that first year. Oh
man. What are you thinking here, John? Probably the team, wasn't it?
I'm not even gonna say anything. This doesn't even deserve a word from me.
You know,
this doesn't deserve my attention. This is like saying that Alex Smith is better than Peyton Manning. Shut up.
Oh Lord. No, that's not. It's not saying Alex Smith is better than Peyton Manning because Alex Smith ain't put up those numbers. But
I'm just comparing.
But
I'm just saying.
I saw another list today that John would love, and I almost sent it to you, Ben. Is that Mahomes? Because there's a list that a guy that they do for whatever career game who holds the most touchdown passes at that career game. Mahomes in the first 120 games has the most career touchdown passes in the first 128 games, and he's still got 8 games left to go until he gets to the 128th game mark. So,
man,
he's 2 career touchdown passes behind Aaron Rodgers for having the most career passing touchdowns in the first 130 career games, and he's still got 10 games to go until he gets that game.
You know, he is an unbelievable player. And I think this is a great segue into John. It's time. Mo's No. Mo's knows, Mo's knows, Mo's knows. Betty! Mo's knows, Mo's knows, Mo's knows. The Chiefs! Mo's knows, Mo's knows, Mo's knows. Nothing. Mo's knows, Mo's knows, Mo's. Everything!
Oh, boy. Out of that jingle, my favorite part is just Mo's knows. Nothing! But how about those black mamas going to get you? Are you going to kill them? Well, first off, you're not going to know where the black mamas are coming from. Like I read this comment and I thought, this dude is an idiot. He's an idiot. We're not in an outdoor store. We're in a freaking mall. I've never been at a mall that has an outdoor store where you can go get a shovel and everything. It's clothing stores. It's shooting stores. It's a house store. This guy is way over it. Like, he's an idiot. I'd like, oh, let's go break a lot of glass. Those mamas, you ain't going to know where they are. Go break all the glass you want. I'm still picking the mamas over the gorilla. Or no, I'm still picking the gorilla over the mamas. I mean, oh my Lord. It should be Baker Mayfield. Yeah. Baker Mayfield got eliminated a couple weeks ago when he did nothing against the Detroit Lions. Then he did nothing this week against the Saints. They had a defensive touchdown, and then they had a second defensive touchdown that was called back. Baker Mayfield has got himself eliminated from the MVP talk, and just like that, Prescott just eliminated himself. Yeah, I'm sorry. If you want to be in the MVP talk, it has to be every week. You can't take weeks off. Just because Buccaneers won against the States, Baker Mayfield didn't even account for a touchdown on that game. Yeah, well, how I didn't make it to the top 10 in the Team League, we can thank John's favorite quarterback for that. I was expecting garbage time Dak to get me some stats when they were getting blown out of the water, but he threw 2 freaking interceptions, so it's kind of bittersweet for me. I got eliminated from it, but it's also shed light on that Dak Prescott is way overrated. I like to call him garbage time Dak. I was hoping he'd get more numbers when they're down by 20 plus points. And then John would have heard, well, see, it's not Dak, it's that defense. It's not Dak. But, Dak just proved when it comes to the big time moment, he craps down his leg. Yeah, well, Ethan, there's a reason why you're not allowed in the big boy league. You just stay in the little kid table. Thank you.
I was hoping it would be disclosed as who said that.
Moes, no.
Moes knows, Moes knows, Moes knows.
Betty!
Moes knows, Moes knows, Moes knows.
The Chiefs!
Moes knows, Moes knows, Moes knows.
Nothing.
Moes knows, Moes knows, Moes.
Everything!
Man, oh man, what?
Oh boy, yeah.
What the heck is this? What is this? I What the crap is this?
The thoughts going through John's mind right now.
Is this a Halloween costume?
Trying to turn me into John, the old John, and make me say some things that I shouldn't. But I will not stoop down to your
look how perfect it
to
sits.
your little child level.
Hey, same color as the Cowboys and everything. Beautiful.
Look at the bottom of it. It's like it's made to do that. It's like somebody took a fathead and put it on a dang dumpster.
Garbage time Dak, baby.
Is that, hey, Mosby, is that a new nickname?
Yep. Garbage time.
Explain why that nickname. What's going on?
So, we all know John's a big Cowboys fan. He is high on Dak and everything. Okay. I'm not a Dak hater, but I've seen it. Talking to Ben, I've seen it a couple years ago when Dak.
You're an anything Chief hater.
John, he's on 2 of my. Well, he was on 2 of my fantasy teams, but he crapped down his leg and got me eliminated in one of the leagues. And that goes back to my point: is anytime Dak is in a big moment where, hey, it's time to put yourself up there in the echelon of all these other quarterbacks and to prove that you can take your team to the next level. Dak has always failed. He has always failed short. So I love to say it because Dak's teams will be down by 20-something points. Well, then all of a sudden, here comes the big numbers from Dak. Garbage time, baby. Garbage time Dak. Here he comes. Always good for about 30 fantasy points. But this week, he wasn't able to dig in that trash can deep. But for my ESPN league sakes, I hope he can dig in that trash can deep and get that garbage time stats, baby. Garbage time, baby.
I will say he did not play good this week.
Oh, what weren't we texting? I was at my daughter's birthday dinner, and I said, "Well, it's," and I even said, "Well, it's time to activate garbage time Dak," and then he threw an interception the very next play. And
that's what created this meme here.
Yes, my exact words were like, "You cannot make this bleep up."
Man, yeah, that was just rough. It just I can't get over this graphic, how perfect it sits in there. Crazy.
You are a magician.
Got some week 8 results here. We all picked the Chargers over the Vikings. Mute that real quick, Mose. We all picked the Chargers over the Vikings, and then we all picked Atlanta over Miami. And wow, Atlanta, dude, they're such a weird team. Blowout, get blown out, blowout, get blown out. I just can't put a pin on it. Now, I know they started Kirk Cousins in that game, but right? Kirk Cousins started, right, John?
Yes.
But still, yeah, it's Miami. They have not been playing well. So anyway, Miami really handled them. Cincinnati got beat. We all picked Cincinnati. Oh, Jets, I mean, crazy. Wow, that overturned 2-point conversion was pretty fantastic, but good for the Jets. Again, it's the same motto for the Bengals. Their defense is doo-doo. The Patriots over the Browns. We all picked the Patriots over the Browns.
Best team in AFC East right there, New England Patriots.
Man, they're good. They're solid. Drake May looks like the real deal. We picked the Eagles. Me and John. Mosley went with the Giants again. We all picked Buffalo over Carolina, and that was absolutely disgustingly ugly. Thank you, Andy Dalton. Me and Mosby picked the Bears, but look at John picking the Ravens. I just did not think the Ravens had anything without Lamar, and they actually pulled that one out. Me and Mosby picked Houston, however, and John picked the Niners, and that was a defensive battle. Guys, the Houston Texans might have the best defense in the league.
Those last two games you just talked about, those were must-wins for Baltimore and those must-wins for Houston to stay in the divisional race and stay in the playoff race. So those are two big wins for the Ravens and Houston. Houston's been in a lot of games low scoring because of their defense. It's just their offense has been kind of struggle, but they've been hit with the injury bug a little bit at receiver.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. And running back.
We all picked the Buccaneers over the Saints. Mosby and I picked Denver over Dallas. Oh. Well, let's move on. The Colts, guys, I cannot get over how good the stinking Colts look. It's wild. Now, I know they're playing Tennessee, but this is a repeated thing. Every week, it's like we're talking about the Colts.
They're good. They're good. I think they're going to be in the playoffs. I don't know what the rest of their schedule looks like, but they have a hard schedule coming in because I think they finished third in the division last year or something like that. So they had a little bit of a lighter schedule, but they're taking advantage of it. And that's like one of the shows I listen to on the radio. That's what they say. You got to beat up on the little guys when you play them. You got to beat up on. Don't matter who you're playing. You got to show up and beat up on. And they're doing it. They're showing up and beating up on them.
I mean, that's exactly what the Broncos just did. That analogy. Mosby and John took the Packers. I went on a limb and took Pittsburgh, even though I think the Packers are a better team.
Best team in NFC.
I also saw a graphic. I forget where it was, but it's been a very, very long time since Green Bay went into Pittsburgh and won. And they did it. Right? It was at Pittsburgh, right? Kansas City over the Commanders. We all knew that was going to happen. That was just, well, it was actually interesting in the first half until the Chiefs went in and said, let's go ahead and put this thing away. But Chiefs pulled that out like we all expected. And that brings us to our overview, and Mosby is on top right now, 80-40 record. I have a 78-42 record. John has a 74-46 record. What do you guys think of that?
It started off there for a minute when I looked at it on Sunday. I was like, oh man, we're gonna have another repeat of we had a couple weeks ago where we all had
5 or 6,
yeah. But then we all those games at the end went our way. I mean, it's there was a blowout city this weekend in the NFL in a lot of games. I don't think there's really. I mean, the Jets and Bengals game was close, so that was unexpected. But other than that, I don't think there was a lot of close games. I mean, I completely forgot Kirk Cousins was starting. If I would remember that, I would have went opposite of the Falcons. Kirk Cousins he's
washed.
He's done. Like he is not recovered from that injury. He's just done. Which I hate that because I love Kirk Cousins, but like that injury just ended his career.
Yeah, I absolutely agree as well. So it's a sad deal. Staying on the topic of the NFL, I have to get your guys' thoughts on this. What do you think about her being on the sideline, Carly, or how you say it, Urshay Gordon?
Yeah.
For the people listening on Spotify,
They're
the Colts owner being on the sideline taking notes with the headset on.
They're
What?
7-1. Take whatever notes you want to take. I mean, 7-1. I mean,
to me, I mean, obviously we just know her as who she is, but I mean, who knows? She could be big time. I mean, football guru. Who knows?
she's been around the game for years
Yeah.
because of dad. And let's just say, knowing what type of owner her dad was, Jim Irsay, does not shock me that she wants to be this hands on and this involved. I mean,
No, it's completely opposite from Jerry Jones being hands on. She's hands on down here as much as maybe it's taking notes, analytics, maybe it's certain things that nobody knows what she's really writing down, but it's kind of a little bit different. Putting yourself out there like Jerry does, go out and say stupid crap when he probably shouldn't, and try and run the dadgum team when he doesn't know what he's doing. I'm like Mosby said. I mean, they're 7-1 or whatever. Hey, she's not affecting it. Let it go.
Yeah, I'm looking at it from a coaching perspective. How would you feel? You're getting paid to do. Of course they're the ones paying, right? But you're the one doing all the grunt work and all that. And you, in the back of your mind, and I know we can sit there and say, well, they're not thinking about that inside the game when they're in the middle of the game, and maybe they're not. But I think every coach would still go, the owner's listening in to all these conversations. So there's something.
Whether it's down there on the field or up in the box, she could be doing the same thing.
She's probably doing it because she probably wants, because there was a little dysfunction at the end of her dad's time. She's probably down there wanting to listen to it because she wants to understand, like, okay, what are these guys doing? Do they know what they're doing? Are these the right people in this situation? Are these the right people in the job? Before I make these rash decisions, maybe I want to see how their coaching philosophy is. Maybe I want to see how these players are playing and communicating and stuff before I give a big contract, before I fire a coach and stuff like that. So I can see that side of it, or you can see the erratic side, like her, and that she's just like her dad. That is just sometimes weird behavior.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, and I mean, you hit the nail on the head. She could be sitting here listening in, so it does help her. I mean, as we would say in my line of work, hone your craft. Hone in on your craft. Obviously, trying to be perfect at what you're doing. I mean, the only way you're going to be able to be that way is to educate yourself. By listening in, seeing what they're talking about. Do they know what they're doing? Are they making the right calls? At that point in time, or whatever. Like I said, I'm good. I'm good with it.
She's a big fan of our show. Thank you, Carly, for tuning in. She privately messaged me and said she's actually a big fan of Stoney. So appreciate her tuning in, Stoney. Appreciate you being so good looking that she would want to
I can't help
take a look at us. So anyway, here are the projected top 20 free agents in the MLB from Jim Bowden. What do you think of these contracts?
Oh,
King Tut might be a little bit undervalued, I think, off of that.
So I hear that. However, God, he gets hurt a lot.
I mean, for 10 years, you're going to tie yourself down to an injury-bound player.
I think Bo Bichette with this World Series is having might be raising the value a little bit on that. I mean,
it's possible.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard. It's hard now to it's hard to tell what contracts are going to be good, what contracts are not, because of the way that the money's flowing now. Because you look 10 years ago and you see a contract of 10 for 427, I'm falling out of my chair. Even a contract like Michael King's 3 for 75, I'm going to fall out of my chair, because back then, I'm still in the mindset of back then, but now the contracts are just ridiculous. Like $427 million was unheard of. I mean, Alex Rodriguez, when he did the 10-year, $252 million contract with the Texas Rangers, that was mind-blowing to me. That was mind-blowing back then. And now it's just, they're just throwing money around. Edwin Diaz, 4 for 88. Josh Naylor, 4 for 90. Wow.
It's crazy.
I think one of the biggest bargains could be Merrill Kelly.
This goes back to what we talked about last week. Does there need to be a salary cap? I think you kind of do, because, like I said, Merrill Kelly with 2 years for $30 million. Like, I mean, really.
Well, I mean, look at Zach Gallen at 135. I mean, that's a big overpayment for another guy that gets hurt quite a bit, or is just bipolar in his performances.
There's going to be a lockout.
Unfortunately,
there's going to be a lockout.
Yeah,
and we're going to have to postpone our fantasy season, and that's what's going to make me the most angry. So who cares? I just don't ruin our fantasy. Don't ruin our fantasy. So anyway, yeah, it's not looking good, but those are some pretty crazy, amazing contracts. Yeah, just top of your head guess right now, Kyle Tucker, where's he going?
Yankees.
Phillies.
I'm going to say, man, that's tough. I'm going to go out on a limb and say the Cubs keep him. I think they have stuff to replace him with, so it wouldn't be super logical. You guys are probably more correct. Phillies, I like the Phillies guess, but I'm just going to say the Cubs keep him. Why not? Moving on. Big news in college football. Brian Kelly fired after an atrocious performance against Texas A&M, which, by the way, might not have been so bad because Texas A&M very well be the best team in the country, which is crazy to say, but they're really stinking good.
Yes, they are. I mean, can we go out and say that this could be the most overrated coach in college football?
Listen, some people love Brian Kelly. Some people
I wouldn't say he's most overrated because he had success everywhere he's been before. And I mean,
and when I say that, I'm talking about compared to the big contracts he signed. I mean, he's not brought anything.
After listening to the press conference that Kirby Smart had when he talked about when he coached there at LSU for a year, and they told him that you're just borrowing that chair, that desk, because it's going to be for someone else. He knew right then and there that the expectations at LSU were a little bit extreme. So I don't know if it's Brian Kelly overrated. Yeah, he didn't do the job he did. I think LSU and their standard that they hold, to me, is a little bit overrated. Like, I mean, I feel like they expect to be Nick Saban in Alabama every year, or what Kirby Smart's been at Georgia every year, when LSU's never been that. They've never been that in their history. But I understand LSU Tigers, Death Valley, that's the expectations, and they got plenty of money to do it. But I feel like LSU is going to continue to be like this with Ed Orgeron, all these coaches. They're going to be getting rid of these coaches after 4 or 3 years if they won't win a national title, because their expectations, I would go out on a limb, are probably higher than anybody's across the country.
Yeah.
This is, I mean, he just didn't seem like first of all, when he went here, he didn't seem like a very good fit. I was actually shocked that they went and got him. Now, it was kind of a crazy time because OU Lincoln Riley thing had just happened. But I always thought it was a weird fit. Now, with that being said, they got rid of him right here. He had more success than Brent Venables did. So why is Brent Venables still employed?
I mean, they love him.
They love him, and OU, I think, has learned from, they probably see from the inside that Brent's building it the right way. He's building, like, me and you just had this conversation, like I feel like he's going on the right path and stuff like that. And he can still go 9-3 this year. He can still go 10-2. I mean, because they got a good team, but I don't feel like the expectations is as extreme at OU right now. I don't feel like it's as extreme at Alabama, because people, I mean, you heard Kalen DeBoer. Oh, he should be fired. Like, no, well, look at Kalen DeBoer now at Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I feel like
nobody's calling for his head now.
Yeah, a couple of the jobs that are open, Florida and LSU, I feel like those fan bases need to take a little bit of a slice of humble pie and realize, man, like, maybe you need to give these coaches a little bit longer than 3 or 4 years. Maybe give them time because when you fire a coach after 3 or 4 years, you create a mess. OU just went through a mess we didn't fire the coach, but the coach left. And I think that's why we're a little bit more patient, because we see the mess that it created because of the day and nature that we're in college football, the transfer portal. Well, OSU's seeing it right now. They got players leaving left and right. Penn State too. You're going to see with the LSU, they're going to have players opting out, not wanting to play because their coach is gone. So I think that's why OU's a little bit more patient. And, there was people, there was never a whimper of the administration wanting to get rid of Ryan Day when he was losing to Michigan all those years. Now those fans cried for it, but I think some smart administrations are going to be a little bit more patient because they went through some of these messes that they seen how long it takes you to rebuild from it. So every time you fire a coach, you create another puddle that's another mess.
Yep. You just prolong the inevitable.
Well, there's a lot of jobs open. And according to this list by Chris Vanini, here's how they rank. Number 1, LSU. Number 2, Penn State. Number 3, Florida. Number 4, Arkansas. Number 5, UCLA. Number 6, the Oklahoma State Cowboys. 7, Virginia Tech. 8, Stanford. 9, Oregon State. 10, Colorado State. 11, UAB. And 12, Kent State. And that's not including ones that we don't even know about yet. Right. So this is, I feel like this hasn't happened ever, or in at least for a long time, to have this many top D1 programs needing coaches this early in the season. And when I say early in season, usually they wait till the very end to fire guys. Look at all these programs that are open, guys. I think this is another reason why Brent Venables is they're kind of holding on a little bit tighter, because they realize we don't want to go into this mess.
Yep.
This is going to be a mess, guys.
Yeah.
Well,
Who do they get?
I think it goes within what I said on one of my CC statements is I think you're going to see a lot more colleges firing the coaches mid-season to get – it's going to kind of become a carousel of coaches, a transfer of coaches, because right now Lane Kiffin's connected to 3 of these jobs. I mean, if you ask me,
all they're doing is causing issues inside locker rooms, to be honest with you.
So that goes back to what I just said. I don't think some administrations don't want to create that mess. You want to fire a guy, we'll do it at the end of the year. But you're also going to see colleges, you know what? We're going to go ahead and pay that buyout, and we're going to go ahead and get a head start on this job search. We're going to hire a search firm committee. They're going to reach out to these guys as agents, blah, blah, blah. Kind of what USC did to OU with Lincoln Riley. Had him hired before the season was over, and then the last game of the regular season, he's out. So if Lane Kiffin's going to take one of these jobs, I guarantee it's going to be agreed upon in quiet within the next couple weeks.
Which one does he take, though?
Florida.
If I was him, I'd go to Florida.
LSU's not tempting enough?
I think you see LSU go after the Tulane guy.
Is Lincoln Riley doing enough to intrigue that again? Does LSU go after Lincoln Riley?
I don't know that they'd want to circle that.
Well, I think their issue right now is their offense, which Lane's an offensive guy. The best job on this list to me is Penn State. I think Penn State's the best job.
I think, and I mean, from what everything's coming out, it sounds like they're going to be hot on Matt Rule.
Matt Rule is a Penn State guy. It's just the only hang up on there, and I don't know if it's even going to be a hang up, is he's out of college that can match whatever they offer him.
Oh, 100%. I mean,
I've been up to Lincoln, Nebraska. I've been in that campus, been in that stadium, top notch. I don't understand why they're not winning more.
Well, and it's probably, if I were to guess, it probably has to do with the recruiting. But, it is, that way with a lot of programs. But, what used to be a true blue blood of college football, they fell on their face for several years. And in the couple of years he's been there, he's done well. But how much better can they be? So does he say, okay, well, I'm a Penn State alum. Do I want to go home? I can possibly bring a national championship, or compete for one anyway. So I don't know. Matt Rule's one that would be interesting to me to see what he does. You know, I've seen several names.
In this day and age, I think any job in a Power Four, you could be in a conversation for a national championship because of the transfer portal. All it takes is one key quarterback that you go out and get, and OSU next year could be in the port. What if Garrett Nussmeier had another year and he got out of LSU and went to OSU, and then they got another couple things? OSU automatically is going to be the favorite in the Big 12, which leads to, if they win that, leads to a trip to the playoff, and you never know what can happen in the playoffs. So I think in this day and age, transfer portal, I don't like now 10 years ago, yeah, you'd be like, oh, well, Nebraska, the recruiting, blah, blah, blah. What's being up there and stuff, I just find that hard to believe. I think it's more the administration and the coaches that they're hiring. But in this day and age of the transfer portal, I don't think it matters where you're at, because you got guys that are leaving those programs. They want to go somewhere. Hey, I'm going to go with this coach, this offense coordinator that just got hired here. I love him, like Mateer did with leaving Wazoo to come to OU. Or they're going to be like, what's my best chance to get to the NFL in a year or so?
Right. Well, and so, you know, that's part of the reason, like with LSU, I think, you know, for LSU, if they were going to go after, let's just say, a Nick Saban to bring him back into the coaching deal, it's going to take a whole lot of money. I mean, it's going to take a big fat check. Now they can write it and they can bring him home, or like I mentioned a minute ago, do they go after the, what's his name, Summerall or something there with Tulane, who's already got his feet planted into Louisiana, being there at Tulane. He's already, you know, digging into the recruiting. But like you said, say he leaves Tulane and goes to LSU, that quarterback or, you know, receivers, running back, whatever, could follow him up there, and who knows, they could be the next big thing. There's a lot of young coaches on the up and coming. I mean, Alec Golish, you know, you've got the what's that, Chad Morris. There's several of them that within that top probably 5 or 7 that you'll see go there. I think it's going to be interesting.
Another job that's not open yet that could very well be open, and it would be the absolutely star of the show, and it depends on what he decides to do, could be Texas.
Yeah.
If reports of Sarkisian
goes into the NFL. Yeah. You know, like with Oklahoma State, I've seen 2 or 3 names that's really heated up. Chad Morris, Colin Klein, offensive coordinator there at A&M. You know, would he leave A&M to take a head coaching job? I'm sure. But
his alma mater might be opening up too.
Well, and that's what I don't see him firing him. You know, whether if he leaves and goes to a bigger school, okay, maybe. But I don't see them getting rid of him. You know, another one that would be, I saw where Matt Campbell could possibly leave Iowa State. You know, where does he go? You know, I was reading an article earlier where it mentioned him going to Stillwater and becoming the head coach there at Oklahoma State. But
I think if I'm Matt Campbell and I have another good year at Iowa State, how many more years am I going to be in this conversation? I think it's time for him to take the jump to
move on,
maybe go to an Arkansas or Florida if they're offering him the job. I think it's time for him to move on. And okay, now can I do it at this big level with this big expectations? Because you win 7 games at Iowa State, they love you. They might build.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
They might build a statue for him later on and name the field after him. But I think Campbell, if he goes wins another 7 games, which I think they're on pace to, or 8 games or something, I think if one of these jobs come and call him, I think it's time for Matt Campbell to make the jump.
Yeah.
He's already put in his loyalty.
100%. You know, he's been a good coach for a long time, and you know, well, I mean, ever since he took that job, you know, they've been very, very, very competitive in the Big 12.
A name
been up at the top for years.
A big name that I'd love, and I don't know if they can intrigue him away. Could LSU or Florida get Dan Lanning to answer? And listen.
Good luck. Because you want to talk about somebody who can write any amount of money on a check and it be good. What's his name? Phil Knight. He's not going to let him leave.
for someone that's visited Oregon, trust me, I'd probably rather be in Louisiana or Florida.
I don't know, man. They're close. I feel like Oregon's close to doing what he's been trying to do.
Oregon wasn't that bad. Quit playing.
Our host was unbelievable. Love him.
He's the GOAT.
He is.
All right. So, if you had to guess, LSU, Penn State, Florida, guess the next coaches for those top three. And we got the Arkansas in there because I got a buddy that listens religiously.
Arkansas, I think, is going to hire the North Texas guy that's been developing his quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Florida, I don't think Lane's leaving. I don't think Lane's leaving Ole Miss. I think Matt Rule probably ends up at Penn State. I think LSU. I don't know. I mean, maybe Florida goes for James Franklin. LSU's going to have to be a big, big name. Is there someone in the NFL that they're going to maybe try to pull?
Joe Brady.
Back? What?
Joe Brady.
Joe Brady could be. Yeah, I mean, there's the connection there, and he's been doing better in the NFL. That could be a name. And it's more of the NFL day and age in college football. So, I mean, I think you might see more teams maybe try to go that route. I mean,
yeah, no, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting because there's so many young guys. I mean, you could say Neuheisel. I think he's going to get a lot of calls for a lot of interviews. I don't think he's going to.
What a weird situation that is.
Oh, I know. I mean, and that's why, what's crazy? That's why I thought he was the head coach. They have nothing but shove him in front of the camera.
He's the only one in the camera.
Yeah, who's the other guy? I don't know, and I hate that for him. I hate that for him because he's supposedly the interim head coach. Neuheisel's getting all the recognition.
If I'm UCLA, I offer Tim Skipper a contract, and I tell him, you tell Neuheisel we'll write a word of contract he needs to keep him. But what Neuheisel, the thing with Neuheisel, his dad, that's where his daddy coached at.
Oh, so I know, and that's where he wants to be.
So,
but
I think want to leave?
I don't know that he would want to leave, but if somebody called and said, "Hey, listen, I know they've got you slotted in to be the offensive coordinator for Skipper, but listen, I'm offering you the head coaching job," he might take it. Like I said, he's a young up and comer. I don't see LSU going after him. I think LSU. I think LSU's either going to go, somebody like a Saban, or they're going to pull the kid from Tulane. I think you're going to see Penn State go hard after Rule. Florida, I seriously think that Lane Kiffin will leave Ole Miss and go to Florida. I think with Arkansas, you're going to see somebody
talking about Vanderbilt's coach.
Yeah. Well, his name's been brought up several times, but I think you see Arkansas go hard at a guy like Alex Golesh or one of those guys. Colin Klein's going to get some, like I said, he's going to get some recognition there. One name that I saw tied into one of these teams was Stanford, and that was Jason Garrett. Bringing him out of the booth back down to the sideline, that'd be an interesting hire for them.
This Lane Kiffin, the Florida thing, really, really, really resembles when Bob Stoops was getting called by Florida.
And if you haven't read Bob Stoops' book, he said he was very, very, very
close to taking it.
Very tempted to taking it. It's just at that time, and I don't know if it's still the case now, but what it came down to is Oklahoma was more stable.
And Ole Miss
could be more stable. I mean, because this will be Florida's fourth coach since Urban Meyer left. Fourth, fifth coach. Something
out of a mess.
To me, that does not read a stable situation because Lane Kiffin's doing well at Ole Miss. He don't have the pressure to go win 11 games every year. He can go 9-3 and they're still going to love him. And he's going to be competing for these SEC titles and playoff appearances there at Ole Miss. He's still going to get good recruits, but I don't know. They had Dan Mullen. They fired him. They had the coach that they just fired. Did they have another one after Urban Meyer that they got rid of or whatever? But Florida's been through coaches since Urban Meyer left. It's something stinks there. I mean, and do you want to go there and be the guy to clean it up and make it your way, or do you want to stay where you're at and stable? Like, I mean, Nick Saban tells a story that when he took the LSU job, they didn't even have offices. They were out of trailers, kind of like when Bob Stoops took the OU job. They were out of trailers. So, like, these programs, even though they're successful programs, they weren't big time in the facilities and stuff like that. And he tells a story that his wife called him and told him, we're going to have to do this and this and this and this. And then when he went and got down there, he told her, he's like, Miss Terry, I didn't know what. She's like, nope, you did. I told you over the phone. He didn't realize the job he had to do down there. I mean, so something's up with Florida. They continue to fire coach after coach after coach.
Yeah. Well, I can tell you one thing. One thing is a guarantee that I will be traveling to Vegas on if this ever happens again. Is if Brad Paisley sings another national anthem at a World Series game, this is just crazy to think about. There's only been 2 18-inning games in World Series history, and Brad Paisley sang the national anthem at both of them. That is kind of nuts.
That's crazy.
And he sang it at 4 World Series games, and every single game went to extra innings. How is that even possible?
That there's some type of history behind that. That's unbelievable.
It's just sports and stuff is just, it's so weird. Things that happen, man. It's just little funny things like that.
Well, like this, you're talking about funny thing. That's why everybody was high on Brent Venables, because the 4 people in OU's history with 100 wins is Benny Owens, Bud Wilkerson, Barry Switzer, Bob Stoops, all the beasts. Well, hey, Brent Venables. But, I mean.
I applied, but they didn't call me back, so.
You and your friend have to serve 5 years to get $5 million each. Which cell are you choosing? Maldives beachfront. Underground bunker. Drop your choice in the comments. Gaming cell. Share with your friends and ask which cell they would choose. Gym and spa cell. Make sure to like and follow for more. Super React.
Okay, so I got a few things on this real quick. We're gonna play it one more time. Would you rather? These are 5 options. I'm gonna let you watch it one more time so you can get a really good look at each one of these. Okay.
You and your friend have to serve 5 years to get $5 million each. Which cell are you choosing? Maldives beach.
All right, number 1, beachfront. Okay, there you go.
Front. Underground bunker. Drop your.
Number 2 right there. It's just an underground bunker. Okay.
In the comments. Gaming cell.
Pause it right there. Massive gaming area, bowling alley, pretty cool. Doesn't look like there's access to outside though.
Share with your friends and ask which cell they would choose.
Okay. This one is a longer.
Gym and spa cell.
Gym and spa cell. Got a whole gym. Got a swimming pool. Blah, blah.
Make sure to like and follow for more. Super Yacht.
And then the super yacht. Okay. Now the headline of this is let's see. You and your friend have to serve 5 years to get $5 million each. 5 years. Which cell are you choosing? Okay. I've got a few comments on this real quick. Who in their right mind is going to choose the freaking underground cell?
Yeah, that's what I said. That reminds me of a scene out of Saul.
I've never seen in my life.
Why in the hell would anybody choose 2? Why would anybody choose 2?
Look at this. A freaking uncomfortable bed, a little bitty freaking rate. You're going to stay there for 5 years?
No, I'd go see now. We'd eat each other's flesh.
If any of you guys choose to, just delete all social media. That's ridiculous. That is pathetic. There's nothing there. There's literally nothing there. You're not even seeing outside. You're going to drive yourself insane. Have you guys ever seen those things like Mr. Beast did one time where he locked himself in a padded room for like 90 days and he literally was going psycho after like day 10?
I just read an article about a guy in 1972 isolated himself in a cave in Texas for 6 months with no access to outside or anything. And they said when he came out, he had no concept of time, day or night or anything like that. He's like his mind completely like changed. It took him a while to get back to used to normalize what normal life was and stuff. So yeah, like it being isolated like that would change everything. Would change it.
That's just flat out ridiculous. Now I'll tell you this: number 5 would be beautiful, but I would be sicker than a freaking dog. 5 years, I get
only for the first couple days,
boat sick and all that.
Oh, after a while, you'd be used to it. Your equilibrium.
I don't know if I would, John. I don't know if I would. It would hit me randomly.
Well, then you'd have those big storms.
So, but it's beautiful. Okay, so which one are you guys choosing?
I'm choosing the game center, the gaming deal. I got all the room in the world to do whatever.
Number 2 is underground bunker. Number 3 is the gaming center.
Yeah. Gaming cell. I'm taking that. That's going to give me some activities. I can sleep on the floor or do whatever.
Is this portion a part of the gaming cell?
No, this is the gym and spa.
Okay.
The door to the gym and spa.
I got you. Okay. So you get this with the gym and spa.
Yes.
And looks like you get access to outside.
Yes.
With a little basketball court and a tennis, play a little pickleball.
I'm going against what John and you probably think. I'm going number 1. Because look at that freaking bed. Look at that comfort area. Like, and nice view outside. You're on land. Like, I mean, like, at first when I watched this, I'm like, yeah, I'm picking number 3 easy. Game, I have all those games, but then I'm like,
but there's no outside.
That's what I said. I've said there's no outside. I would get bored after so many days, and then I would start going nuts. Like I would start getting irritated. It just takes me back to when you get snowed in at the house and I can't go do anything because we got a foot of snow. I will literally go out and move and drive just dangerous just to get out. Don't care that I might get stuck or stuff because I need to get out. And to me, with no access to outside on the gaming center, I would see myself after about 3 days start to lose it.
Because of no outside. Like, I understand, look at all the stuff. That'd be cool to be able to play all these video games, blah, blah, blah. And time would fly by there for a minute. But for 5 years, you're not going to tell me you're eventually going to get bored? With no outside.
You're going to get bored with any of it, really.
But at least on outside, you can smell air. Like, look at that. I was actually going to pick one. I was going to pick beachfront because you're not confined. Like, that's a sale, really. But there's no confinement there. I can go walk out to the beach if I want.
Can you, though?
Yeah, that's part.
Sure looks like it.
Yeah.
I mean, because like he said, it is a cell.
So
can you exit the cell and go outside?
People who are absolutely unstable in their minds would pick 2. Every time I look at 2, I can't even understand. If anybody picks 2, they're joking. They're literally joking. Gaming cell, okay, but here's the one I would probably choose. This one right here. I'd probably go gym and spa because number 1, you have all that relaxation, right? You can get in the pool, get in that, and blah blah blah. But the key to this one is the gym. Having exercise equipment that you can literally just if all I had access to was gym equipment and be able to just kind of better myself, because after a good workout, whenever I need to work out, but after a good workout, you feel better. You feel good about yourself. And I would be in really good shape, and it would be 5 years of getting in shape. I would pick Jim and Spall because of that, and because I'm assuming maybe you can't have access there. I think, but the way they're insinuating this is you would be able to go out there and play, shoot hoops and stuff. I'm going to go Jim and Spall.
I could see where that one would allow you to go outside because it's still enclosed. You can't get out.
Yeah.
You don't have free reign.
Oh, you're saying on one. You're saying yeah.
I'm just going to have access to outside, being able to.
Got to have outside.
Got to have outside. Got to be able to have access to being able to look outside, see what's going on. Like, I mean.
Also on the super yacht, are people catering to you, or are you prisoners? Because if you're getting catered to, that'd be fantastic.
Does it say that we're prisoners in the beginning, or does it just say we have to stay in this area for 5 years?
Just says you have to stay in for 5 years.
So it doesn't say we're prisoners. It just says we have to serve 5 years in that area.
In the cell, yeah.
I'm going Jim and Spall.
I'm going one. Because of the fact I know I'd get so bored.
I'm looking at it like this because, like I said, I mean, obviously being a cell, you're not going to have free reign. You're not going to be able to get out. The only reason why I didn't pick it was because I'm thinking a cell, you're not going to be able to get out. So is that glass that you can't get through, and it's just basically a tease, and all you've got is that bed to look out. And then obviously 2, there is no way I would ever pick that. If I'm going to be enclosed in somewhere, 3 or 4 would probably be my pick. But to me, I mean, 3's got a little bit more things to do for 5 years.
Yeah. You could have that bowling alley for 5 years. I still beat you in year 6.
Probably so. I'm terrible. Hey, listen, I'm gonna fling that ball down the lane so dadgum hard.
Pick it up and be better.
Well, which friend would you pick?
Oh man, I don't know.
It had to be an entertaining, like, good match. You couldn't just.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I can't say because it's not appropriate for the pocket.
Okay, moving on. I'm going Jim and Spall. What's your final answer, John?
Gaming center.
1. Going 1.
Go on the beachfront. Okay, well, what do you guys think? It is that time of year with a Halloween. You guys do anything for Halloween? Any good plans?
Well, I'm working.
Take my kids. It's been a tradition now since my dad and stepmom became part of our lives. We go there to their house and you guys know, in Benito on Canadian Street, where all the trick-or-treaters go, and we'll have dinner with them, and then he'll haul us around in his truck and trailer and go get a bunch of candy for the kids.
That's cool, man. You guys haunted houses people, or?
I am, and my kids.
I love them.
My kids like them too.
Yeah.
Tiana will not ever step in one.
Now we will. We just do the trunk or treats. That's all we do. In fact, my girls are sick right now. But we do the trunk or treats, and then Halloween night. My tradition. Hey, John, listen. The Christmas tree's coming down, and it's going up, baby. Let's go! I am so excited, John. You want to come help?
No.
Why? We can listen to Mariah Carey. I don't want a lot for Christmas. Take it, John.
No, I've already started adding stuff.
Ball humbug.
To the cart, the buy for Christmas, so I can't say anything because I've already started thinking about Christmas. I already added stuff to the cart and everything.
I haven't. Halloween isn't here. We haven't had Thanksgiving. No, I'm good.
Yeah. Well, speaking of ball humbug.
Oh man, listen, I'm just telling you. If I was as senile and uneducated as Mosby was, you could compare me to Jerry Jones, but I'm going to leave the comparison of Jerry and Mosby over there because after watching the Dallas Cowboys play the Denver Broncos and then hearing what Jerry Jones had to say about Dallas Cowboys pass rush by the numbers, that game was the best it's been, blah, blah, blah. Listen, there was no pass rush. None. We had 4 practice squad and special teamers in the secondary who were already getting cooked, and yet we couldn't get to the quarterback. Not one time. No sack. But yet we supposedly had the best pass rush of the year by the numbers. Jerry, you've fallen and hit your head. You're an idiot. I'm just saying he needs to figure it out, because we need a D end, a linebacker, and some help in the secondary to even be competitive. But that's beside the point. So Sunday we got absolutely torched on the defensive side of things, and you could say what you want. Oh, Dak pooped down his legs. But listen, Mr. Uneducated Man, last time I checked, 1 interception. Yes, he threw 2, but one of them is all that counted. The other points of the 44 points doesn't matter, because they were on the field against no defense, scoring like they're playing Vanitas High School. So enough of that. I'm done with that game. It's gone. It's done. It's past. We need to have a little meeting with Jesus, dose of reality, whatever you want to call it. Because come Monday, if we don't pull our heads out of our rear on the defensive side of things, we might just get beat by the Cardinals. And if Arizona comes in and beats Dallas, I'm going to lose my mind. Lose it. Javonte Williams didn't get very many carries last week. Of course, obviously we're down. So you're throwing the ball more, which, Mr. non-mathematician over there, Mosby, the more times you throw the ball, the more interceptions you're going to throw, statistically saying. But anyway, so he cannot have another game with less than 20 carries. Javonte Williams has to have 20 plus carries for our offense to continue to stay successful. Because at that point, if we're not running the ball successfully, I mean, it isn't going to matter whether you have CeeDee Lamb, George Pickens, Jake Ferguson, whatever. It doesn't matter. They're going to shut you down. And that's what they did. So coming into this week, I'm looking at a way to reestablish a run game, get Javonte Williams going. I'm looking at, figuring out a way to, include more than Pickens and Lamb and even Ferguson, because it's easy to key on those 3. We've got to get Flournoy more catches, whether it be Tolbert. I don't care. We've got to get more guys involved. You've got one of the fastest guys in the NFL in Kevontae Turpin. Now, the growth of Flournoy has taken away from Turpin a little bit, but we've got to give him the ball somehow, some way. The guy's dangerous. So I'm looking at this week as a big rebound week. And if I'm Arizona, I'd be worried, because that offense is coming for blood. I can't say anything about defense because it's non-existent, but offense is coming for blood. So, yeah. And so just one last thing, Jerry, get George Pickens signed to an extension. I'm sick and tired of all these contracts being drug out. Oh, he'll be back. He'll be back. Yeah, guess what? All you're doing is opening the door for somebody to come offer more money and let him walk. And then that trade was basically irrelevant. Oh my God. Get me fired up.
The Dallas Cowboys win 31-27.
So stupid.
So you need a defense end or linebacker, right, for a pass rush. You had one that you freaking traded, who is one of the best in the league. Okay, Dak. Oh, one of the only interceptions counted because they both counted. Remember, you and your brother's text to me last night. Oh, he threw 2 picks.
I'm going off your theory, but that last one didn't really matter. It was already 44 points, idiot.
Folks, this goes to what I said about garbage time Dak. Yes, the defense isn't good, but the offense doesn't answer. The offense don't put up points. There's plenty of drives that we can go take screenshots of on ESPN apps or whatever, where Dak and the Dallas came away with 0 points in these games, but somehow that's not on Dak. That's on the defense. Well, when your defense sucks, they suck because they traded away their best damn player, which is what you just said that you need. What cracks me up.
That's what
I said.
You needed
when you had him. But hey, I agree with you on the contract thing. He messed around on the contract thing. It screwed him.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
But if you got an MVP quarterback, if you got an elite quarterback like you think you have, they should be answering.
I don't think I have anything. The stats show that he is. And for uneducated people to sit here and keep talking about how he's not,
stats showed nothing.
Making you look stupid.
No, his stats showed nothing for last game. If the defense sucks, your quarterback and your offense has got to answer. And you go look in the history of all his big games, just like a couple years ago against the Packers in that playoff game, they weren't answering the bell. But
score predictions. I'm going to go Dallas Cowboys 31, Arizona Cardinals 27. I said Dallas Cowboys do get the win. They do come home and play well on Monday night. I think Dak Prescott does have a bounce back game. He'll probably throw for like 300, a couple touchdowns because it's the 2-5 Cardinals. And George Pickens is the real deal. But I'm going to go 31-27 Cowboys. Go ahead.
34-17 Dallas.
Yeah, I'm looking at 35. I'm hoping 35-0, but we know Dad good and well that damn defense is going to at least allow 3 touchdowns somehow. So I'm going to go 35-24.
Speaking of bad defenses, the Carolina Panthers got absolutely waxed against the Buffalo Bills, which I expect us to lose without Bryce Young. We probably still lose that game even with Bryce Young. We just did not play well, and Andy Dalton, was basically handing them the football. So it just was not a good day overall, and they just cooked us. James Cook cooked us on the ground, and it is what it is. Now, speaking of garbage time points and touchdowns, man, Josh Allen, a couple quarterback sneak touchdowns when they were well ahead to win the game. So interesting to see. You've been hearing some rumors there on social media about him getting some garbage time touchdowns. But I digress. Let's talk about this week's matchup. We have the Green Bay Packers. It does not get any easier. It is at Lambeau at 12 o'clock. 48 degrees, and the Packers are playing well, 5-1-1. And Bryce Young is still up in the air. I don't think it matters anyway. The spread is Green Bay 12.5. I don't know if they'll cover that. They might, but I do think the Packers definitely win. And we will go below 500 once again, but it is what it is. So my score prediction is the Green Bay Packers. I'm going to stick with the 31. 31 sounds good. The Green Bay Packers 31 and the Carolina Panthers 20. I'm going to say they don't get the spread. I'm going to say they don't cover. Go ahead. Score prediction.
I say you keep Bryce out another week. Because this is going to be a tough game to win with them. At Lambeau, Green Bay, I think, is the best team in the NFC. So keep them out another week. Let them get rested, get healthy more. I say Green Bay 31-14.
42-10, Green Bay.
I should have put a disclaimer that if Andy Dalton plays, it'll be worse than 31-20, but I'll stick with 31-20.
Oh, now we get to talk about the real team, the real quarterback. Unlike John wants to admit, we just talked about fastest player to 40,000 yards, fastest player to 260 touchdown passes, and he's got like 8 games left to get to the next closest, stuff like that. So he struggled first half, was kind of pressing stuff a little bit, and that's when Mahomes gets in trouble, is when he kind of presses stuff a little bit. But then second half, he did what true MVP candidates do. It was a tight game, 7-7 at half. Defense was keeping you around. But Mahomes went 15 for 17 for 200-something yards and 3 touchdowns in the second half. Almost had a near-perfect passing rating. They are rolling. He is the MVP favorite. He's second in the league in passing yards, tied for the league in passing touchdowns, leads the league in total touchdowns, second in the league in total yards. I mean, we got a big game this week at Buffalo, which seems we play them every freaking year, and it's always a big game. But they're 6-2, we're 5-3. It's not as big a game as everybody thinks, because if we beat them, they're 6-3, we're 6-3. Denver could be 7-2. The Colts could end up being 8-1. So we're still chasing a couple teams. So this game, I don't really think, whoever wins, I don't think it says very much about either team, because it's only going to be week 8 or week 9. Because both of these teams, Buffalo's beat us before, but they can't beat us in the playoffs. And we beat Cincinnati in the regular season. Cincinnati beat us in the playoffs. So a game this early, I don't think really says much about either team. I think it's going to be a good game. I think Mahomes is going to keep rolling. I don't think Buffalo's as good as they were last year, the years past. I think that roster's kind of caught up with them a little bit. They really don't have no playmakers on the outside. They just got a big injury to Ed Oliver. We just signed Mike Purnell back. Our defense is playing very well. That secondary is growing up. We're young. We're fast. They're physical. I mean, Chris Candies put it best today. We don't allow explosive plays. We're not getting the big-time stats, but we tackle well. We don't allow explosive plays, and we play assignment football, and that's how you play defense, and that's how you play good defense. Are we going to have a defensive player of the year on that roster? No, but, offense is rolling. Rashid Rice looks back. I think Mahomes goes 4 straight games with 3+ touchdown passes. I say the final score is going to be like a 27-24 game.
John, what's your score prediction?
31-21.
Who wins?
Not the Chiefs.
The Buffalo
Bills, baby.
At Buffalo, 3:25 p.m., 46 degrees. Kansas City has the spread right now at 1.5. The Bills have struggled against some weak teams, but they do step up against the Chiefs.
And on that spread, if you're going to pick either side, because 1.5, it's not going to be a 1-point game. It's going to be a 3 or 7-point game. So
no, it's going to be a 10-point game, 31-21.
Yeah, right.
I said it here.
And
I really hope it's a 1-point game now.
How many Super Bowls has Josh Allen been to? That's a big 0, guys. How many times has Josh Allen beat Mahomes in the playoffs? That's a big 0, guys.
I thought we were talking about now. I didn't know we were being a normal fan and talking about the past.
I said in my statement, if the Buffalo Bills do happen to beat the Kansas City Chiefs, John is going to make it like it's the end of the season for the Chiefs, like he has for the last 4 or 5 years. If you've learned anything about John lets the Chiefs dictate his mood big time on the weekends. For some reason, I can't for the life of me, I can't understand it. Texas can win, OSU can win, the Raiders, Denver, the Chargers can win, and it doesn't affect my life at all. I could care less. John,
stop putting on the facade, bro. When the Chiefs lose, you are the biggest baby.
When the Chiefs lose, I will message you during the game. But when Dallas is losing, John goes silent mode for about 3 days.
So John said 31-21, Buffalo Bills. Mosby, you said what?
27-24, Kansas City Chiefs.
27-24, and it's not going to be a 1-point game, so I'm going to go 31-30, Buffalo Bills. Let's go over here to.
Oh, listen, I can't do it. After the crap show of a thing that they called the game just this past week, I can't do it. That was absolutely embarrassing. Shut out. Why? Oh, wait. We're continuing to play a freaking wide receiver at quarterback. Our defense is not doing anything. I mean, they play hard for the first half, and the second half they're gone. We can't. You want to talk about not scoring, not answering? This is it right here. This is it. A horrible offense is not responding to a mediocre / horrible defense not being able to get stops. This right here is a definition of an offense not being able to answer. And that is because there's a terrible quarterback. Can't score points, who can't answer. This right here, Mosby, just so you know. Yeah, so doesn't look like after Meacham's interview the other day that Hosseini is going to be playing anymore this year. I don't know why you would. Don't put him out there. I wouldn't. If Zane wants to come back and play, it sounds like he's healthy and he's clear, and he possibly could have played this past week against Texas Tech. But I don't think it would have really mattered. 600 and some odd passing yards and no passing touchdowns. Absolutely a joke. But we're continuing to play a wide receiver at defense who is averaging 50 passing yards a game. So that's quite interesting. I have no hope. I have no prediction. I have nothing at this point when it comes to this season because it's a loss. And again, I've said it. I just hope to continue to see the young kids going out and fighting. Sounds like a couple of redshirt freshmen. We're no longer going to be redshirted. We're bringing some young guys up to play and fill some spots, which is, that's fine. Ain't going to matter. Heck, they probably won't be there next year anyway. So, this is tough. Tough year in Stillwater. Ready for the season to be over with. Let's go.
Oklahoma State travels to Kansas, a 3 o'clock game. It's 49 degrees, 24.5 spread for KU. I'm going to go Oklahoma State. I'm going to say 13, Kansas 42.
Kansas 42, Oklahoma State 0.
Yeah, why not? I think it's going to be a 38-10, probably.
Okay, next. Mosby, go ahead.
Well, you just had this conversation the other day. We got 4 games left, 2 on the road, 2 at home. I have faith that we can win the 2 at home, especially with the LSU situation going now. What's that LSU team going to look like there in November? I think we're better in Missouri. So do we want to – what's going to be the easier to win to get? At Tennessee, at Alabama? It probably is Tennessee. I still think OU is a good team, but me and you talked about it. I think John Mateer's injury has been affecting him a little bit. I don't think he's all the way been back all the way. Hopefully he can get through it. I think he's been sluggish. But he missed a lot of practice time, and I still come back to we gotta find a way to establish a run game without him being part of the run game. Like if he can run the ball after we got an established run game, that's cherry on the top. But we got to find a way to establish a run game, and like you said, Kobe McKenzie was out for a big part of that game, and we still had a chance to win that game. We still had a chance to tie it and go into overtime, or we had the lead late in that game. It's just down at the end. We kind of struggled a little bit. We got to play with some good energy, and defense has got to carry us in the beginning of this Tennessee game until those waves of emotion go through. And then I think it's going to be about second quarter on. Offense is going to have to step up pretty big.
3.5 point spread for Tennessee. It's a 6:30 start time, 53 degrees. It's going to be a beautiful night for football in Tennessee. They're going to be wearing their all blacks. They're going to be loud. They're going to be proud. They're going to try to defend their coach, Josh Heupel, who is a legend at Oklahoma, won a national title in 2000. The only thing that is even a glimmer of hope for me is Tennessee's defense is not very good. In fact, it's worse than Ole Miss's. I think they've given up at least 31 points to every SEC opponent. We have not scored 30 points versus an SEC opponent. It scares me to say this. I think that changes. I do think we get 30. However, that our offense is so just out of place right now. Mateer just missing wide open guys, not seeing guys. If we would stick with handing the ball to Robinson, handing the ball to Blaylock, and really kind of going old school with just really grinding it out and making sure we're going to run the ball, I think we might have a chance as long as we keep Tennessee's offense off the field. But I'm actually going to pick Tennessee in this game. I'm going to say 34-30. I'm going to say they do cover by half a point. That spread could change a little bit, but I'm going to say Tennessee wins 34-30. And let's get John's take. John, please pick Tennessee so we win.
Right, exactly. I'm thinking Tennessee 27-21.
I got OU 31-27.
Okay, I hope you're right, Mosby, but that offense has got to get better. Hey, John.
Man, my most confident statement is the simple fact that Jerry Jones is probably the worst owner in the NFL or in sports, period. And I'm sick of hearing him speak. So yeah, that would be my most confident, 100%. My most concerning is with the amount of firings going on in the NCAA. I think it's going to become an issue, but with the amount of firings that are being done mid-season, at this point, it's going to be an absolute crapshoot when it comes to hiring these coaches. And I think what you're going to see is you're going to see a lot of these bigger schools offering too much money to a lot of these younger guys or up and comers. And at that point, the stage may just be too bright for them. And the lights might be too bright. The stage may be too big, whatever. And could end up washing them out. Like you've seen in the past on some coaches that take a bigger coaching job than they probably should. And I think it's going to wash some guys out and put them in a situation where it's going to be hard for them to get another job, or they end up having to take one, so far down and not recover anyway. It's still the same, but I think with the amount of firings that's going on, you're going to see a lot of overpaid coaches, and it's going to be an issue. I think in the long run.
My most confident statement, and say what you want to say about him. This has nothing. This is off the wall of OU or Kansas City. I think Carson Wentz is the teammate of the year. He dislocated shoulder towards labrum 2 weeks ago in London. J.J. McCarthy was not ready to come back yet. So he played with a stabilizer, and you could see the pain he was in Thursday. And he played to keep that shoulder stable so they can keep their quarterback situation and keep the team afloat a little bit. He gutted it out for 3 weeks. He is, to me, that is teammate of the year. He just got put on the season-ending IR. My most confident statement is that Carson Wentz is the teammate of the year in the NFL. My most concerning statement is OU's offense. Is the shine of John Mateer and Ben Arbuckle gone? Was them the success they had at Wazoo in the beginning of the year just a little glimmer of a daydream that us OU fans had? I mean, wanting to live the glory days of Baker Mayfield and Lincoln Riley. I mean, I still have faith in it, and I still hope it's a little bit of a Lincoln Riley, Baker Mayfield situation where we offense gets going, and if Mateer's fully healthy, and it's back to what we saw at the beginning of the year. But my most concerning is that OU offense is going to be what it has been the last couple of weeks and not very explosive.
My biggest concern is for the country of Jamaica. Historically, one of the worst, absolute worst hurricanes to ever grow, to ever form. Just went over, as everybody probably knows, just went over the country. A direct hit, and it's sad. We'll know more of the devastation here in the next coming days of really seeing what's happened. But it's a poor country anyway, and the moments like this is when I wish I could just magically make supplies and money and everything just appear and be able to go down and just do everything I could to help those people, because at the end of the day, everybody, no matter what country, wherever you're from, we are all God's people. We're all created by God, and um, they're our brothers. I mean, they're our brothers and our sisters. So I'm very concerned and really sick to my stomach to even look at the devastation that we'll be looking at here in the next couple of days. It's probably not going to be very good at all. I'll definitely be praying for the country of Jamaica. That's my biggest concern by far. But my most confident statement is that no matter what, the sun will always rise. It will always rise. Tomorrow the sun will come up. It will be devastation down in that country, but the sun will come up. Any kind of problem that you're going through, anything that you're dealing with, anxiety or stress or anything financially or whatever it is, get through that day, because the sun will rise the next. And I just really encourage you to find an outlet, find something that you can kind of latch onto that allows you to get through some of those tough times, and kind of allows you to get your mind elsewhere so you can move on. If you ever need help, do not be afraid to reach out for help. It's there's help everywhere, but you just got to reach out. Don't be too good and too self-absorbed to not reach out for help if you need that outlet. So those are my concerns. Those are my confident statement. The sun will always rise. I think we probably lost Mosby, it looks like, here at the end. So we'll see if he pops back on. Hope there he is. And guys, I want to point out here, see if I can get this right. Over here, you can see weekly episodes, YouTube and Spotify. Please check those out. Obviously, you're on YouTube now, probably, but and then right below here, we have shorts going out every single day: TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Reach out, interact with us. It gives us good material. Give us feedback if you are. Excuse me, you're somebody local that wants to give us feedback on how to make things better. Please let us know. We're interested in getting better by any means. I think Mosby's going to go get some AirPods or something for next episode.
Headphones.
I hope so.
Before we get off here, I want to give a shout out to one of our good friends, the Barber guy, Swift. He coaches in the same youth football league as I coach in. He's a grade below me. They had a little bit of a struggle bus at the beginning of the year, but our league this year implemented a playoff bracket, which is the championship bracket, and then they implemented a tournament bracket, which you can go win. And he's got his team playing unbelievable right now, and they are in the tournament championship coming this Sunday. And I just want to give a shout out to him and the job he's been doing lately.
That's awesome. Guy's a good dude. He is a great dude. Now for him to focus more on fantasy baseball. No, I'm playing. Anyway, anything else, John?
I'm good.
Anything else, Mosby?
This mug.
Oh.
Boy.
If you're in the market for a car, go see John's brother, not John.
Pryor, Oklahoma.
Yeah, I'll remember that.
Make the first thing first, your family. Spend time with your family. Make sure you're taking care of yourself. And we will see you on the next episode.
Peace.